Okay, Syndicate members, I have a very important reminder for you guys all to be aware of, and it's something that has definitely affected a few of you in the Syndicate within the last week. So I just felt like this is important enough that I needed to make a video to really explain why I do what I do in the Syndicate, why I'm a stickler with deadlines, with guidelines, with instructions, with requirements, okay? So this has already happened twice on my current Crunk opportunity, and it also happened with the last custom opportunity where I had a member uploading a track literally at the last minute, got it in right after I had posted the final comment that no more submissions would be reviewed. So I understand that it can be frustrating that you've been working on an opportunity, you've put in 4, 6, 8, 12 hours or even more, and you post it for a review. And when it comes to my opportunities, this is just for my opportunities, okay? So Trevor, Mike, they can have their own process however they want it. For my opportunities, though, I will put in the actual post for every opportunity all of my minimum requirements. The issue that happened twice with my opportunity was the length, the minimum length of my opportunity requirements, 2 to 3 minutes. Minimum 2, absolutely cannot turn anything into Library X that's below 2 minutes, maximum 3, nothing more than 3. So you have to follow that one very clear but very specific guideline. And even in that opportunity post, I say, if you do not follow any of these very clear guidelines outlined right here on this post, not only will your track not be considered to be included on the album, but you will also not get any feedback on the track that you post, okay? So I want to explain to you guys why that's my policy, why I think it's a good policy, and I understand that that could be very frustrating for the few of you that did not get any feedback and did not get your track considered for the album. A big part of what the Syndicate offers you guys is training, is guidance to how to succeed in the licensing business. So if I offered opportunities and was a little bit fuzzy on what I allowed and just said, whatever, that's okay. Okay, you're 5 minutes late, that's okay. Okay, your track's only a minute and 50 seconds or 55 seconds, that's okay, you're close enough. And I just sort of always just kind of waffled around and wasn't very firm and strict and fair with what I'm expecting from you guys, and then also following through on, if you don't follow those instructions, what are the consequences. I understand that you can be frustrated and you can hate me and not be happy with me, and that's okay. But those of you that have gotten those interactions from me where I say, hey, sorry, I can't review your track, you didn't meet my minimums, or sorry, your track wasn't there exactly by 5 p.m. Pacific time, you submitted it at 5:01, that is not before 5 p.m., so I can't accept your track. Some of you might need to go through that pain, or maybe that frustration or anger, whatever you feel when that happens, to make sure you never do that again. Because if I have this training program here in the Syndicate for you, where I let you get away with that kind of stuff, and that's okay, whatever, it's all right. Well, you go out into the real world, you start working with libraries, and now your training has given you this sort of, but people, they're okay with that. Like, you don't have to be 100% following all their guidelines. Like, they'll let you get away with it, or it hasn't been a big problem for me in my career, so I don't really have to worry so much about the details. I would be setting you guys all up for failure, because that's not how libraries work. Libraries do have their requirements, they do have their minimums, they do have their absolute guarantees and their deadlines, and you don't want to be the producer that fails to deliver on deadlines, that doesn't read the directions, that doesn't give them exactly what they want, where they have to constantly like, oh no, we asked for a wave, you gave us an MP3, no, we wanted a 60-second cut down, you gave us a 30. If you're constantly that producer for the library that you work with in the future, where they have to keep coming back to you and say, sorry, you didn't get it right. Nope, you're too late. Nope, this. It's not going to be long before they just say bye, where they're just done with you, because you're creating more problems and more headaches for them than you are solving problems for their clients or for their opportunities, right? So that's why in my opportunities and my personal approach for how I coach you guys and how I teach you and how I offer everything in the Syndicate, I am just as strict as a library would be, meaning that if you don't hit, and in fact, I'm probably more strict than libraries would be, okay? But that doesn't mean that I think that I should just, well, whatever, because some libraries would maybe let you get away with it or they'll work with you, then I'll do the same thing. I don't like that approach, because I think I'd be setting you guys up for failure in the long run. So in the short term, some of you guys might feel a little bit of pain, a little bit of anger, frustration that, all that hard work you put into an opportunity here in the Syndicate goes to kind of nothing. I mean, you can obviously take that same track and do something else with it, but I need you to at least feel that pain once here in this environment, so that you never feel that pain again. That's the whole point of the teaching method. Sometimes it's just tough love, right? Tough love can obviously do really great things for us. So if you are frustrated, if you really weren't happy that that happened, just make sure moving forward, before you post anything, for any opportunity, for a sync contest, for a custom gig, whatever we're doing in the syndicate, make sure you read everything in the opportunity post. If there's a video included with the opportunity, watch the entire video. You will obviously get all the bare bones, the essentials of it in text form for our opportunities, but a lot of times you get sort of those missing things about how to really do well with the opportunity in the video. Sometimes and Trevor and Mike as well, we could be a lot more articulate when we just get on camera and just kind of talk about the opportunity, talk about the music we're looking for, talk about what the client really wants, whatever the opportunity is. So you need to be getting in the habit. That should just be automatic, that you don't see like the title of an opportunity and just immediately go rushing to produce it and just get lost in the production process and then just upload it blindly without really going through exactly what's being requested of you and required of you, okay? So that's why I have my my requirements and how I outline my opportunities. Again, if Trevor has his opportunities, read his posts. He might be more lenient, he might not be. You need to read their posts and their opportunities. If you have any questions, you can always post a comment on their opportunity if something's not clear. Or if we post something and there's something that's left out and we have a missing piece of information that you need to know, ask us before you get started on the opportunity. It's possible that we could have overlooked something and not posted something. We are human after all. So always ask your questions if you're unsure about things. But moving forward, I just want to impart how important it is to follow directions, to read everything before you even open up your DAW and get started. So that's why I wanted to leave you guys with today, and to maybe explain to you why I have the requirements that I have and why I do have some very stiff consequences for those of you that do not meet or follow those guidelines very closely. So if you were one of the few that got some of that tough love recently, please just make sure it never happens again, right? Learn your lesson now. And so moving forward into your career, you'll be thankful that you look back and realize that this was such a great learning opportunity for you to always just double, triple check all the requirements before you submit to them. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments, concerns, questions, anything, just post it as a comment below this video. I'll be happy to answer.